I have so many regrets. Have we not learned anything from the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man? I mean, the Bye Bye Man. Or Luigi. I mean, Luigi. Sorry, I'm in a memeing mood. When will producers of these movies realize that teenagers playing with these games does not work for a horror scenario? So, I went to see Truth or Dare. Warning now, save your money, don't see it. I wasted $20 for me and my friend to go. I wanted to see it just to see how bad it was. My friend, on the other hand, only wanted to see it because of the main character, Lucas, was played by this guy who was like the main character in Teen Wolf. Yes, I have a friend who watched Teen Wolf. I'm starting a Kickstarter for her lobotomy and therapy. The benefits of putting her in therapy would help her cope with her Teen Wolf withdrawals. Okay, I'm done with the memes. Honestly, this is just procrastination so I don't have to talk about how horrible this movie was. First of all, let me just set the scene for you guys. We came in late, need I say again, late to the theater, and there was about 5 other people, tops, in there. Granted, it was a Friday afternoon, so people were probably at work or school, but 5 people. And all of them were around our age. Kind of sets the priority for female young adults. Anyway, the film opens with a very, very short title sequence. This girl walks into a gas station in Mexico, tries to order cigarettes, then lights a pregnant woman, at least I think she was pregnant, on fire. You know, as you do. We then cut to our main protagonist, Olivia, who is a college student who is living in a house with 5 other roommates who are the main characters of the story. Her best friend, and I use that term lightly, Marky, basically guilt trips her into going to Mexico with the others for their last spring break before the world tears them apart. Foreshadowing. There's a lot of it. Get used to it. The next several minutes is basically a weirdly edited montage of their Mexico trip. To put it simply, there are 3 panels of each showing a different picture, video, or Snapchat, whatever the hell, from each of the characters' phones. Because millennials, am I right? Always on their damn phones, never experiencing life. You wanna know why they died? It's because those damn phones that those poor stupid youngins used. It's scientifically proven that it kills millennials every year. Look it up. Anyways. So after that, we cut to this outdoor club and Marky-a-ho! She likes to nope. I said no more memes. I'm not even 1 page into this script and I'm already suffering. So Olivia catches Marky cheating on her boyfriend Lucas. Again, apparently. This is supposed to be fuel for another scene because this film has absolutely no subtlety. Olivia then gets the 2 lovebirds together, aka her best friend and her crush, and then scatters to the bar. Intro next main character, sleazy McDouchebag Ronnie, who wants to get into every girl's pants, including Olivia's. And thwarted by main character number 8, Carter, or Sam, or whatever his name was. They weren't consistent, but there was a reason. So Carter lures Olivia and her squad, who didn't want to go to begin with, to an abandoned monastery in the middle of nowhere that happened to just be nearby. Yeah, that's totally smart. Follow a stranger to somewhere you're not allowed to be and that is nowhere close to civilization. Totally not any kind of horror cliche that hasn't been used, like, ever. Good start. Then Olivia finds the MacGuffin of the film, a broken jar with the Disturbed logo painted on it. I mean, the totally scary demon skull, woo, and it smelled like shit. Not kidding, they would not shut up about how horrible the smell is. Rotten death smell, because that's totally a good sign for anything that's abandoned. So we finally get to the part where they start playing Truth or Dare. And the whole scene is a cringe fest. I know, cringe is an overused word, but I legitimately can't think of a more suitable word. At first, when Carter and Olivia first brought up the idea of playing Truth or Dare, the squad once again wanted to bail, but then caved in and started to play. Tyson, the drug dealer, to put it bluntly, went straight for the jugular and made Olivia admit that she had feelings for Lucas. From there, it turned into a drama conflama of petty bullshit to the point where I could not look at the screen and wanted to leave. Thankfully, Carter, ironically, saved the movie and brought up the plot. Like it was shown in the trailer, he admits his true intentions and gets the fuck out of there. But not before explaining the rules to Olivia. Tell the truth, or you die. Do the dare, or you die. Quit the game, and you die. Can I just say, the way the demon possesses the characters in this film is fucking hilarious. Oh, spoiler alert, it's a demon. Pretty sure it was obvious that there was a demon in this movie. If you're surprised, then you need to go watch Insidious. Wait. What's a good horror movie that has a demon in it? Is there even any? Huh. So, the faces that the people make when they get possessed is so unbelievably hilarious. The fact that the film takes it so seriously and tries to make it as scary as possible makes it even more funny. Is anybody afraid of this? Anybody? At all. Hell, even the movie itself said it looked like a fucked up Snapchat filter. Oops, it's PG-13. They can't say my bad. Wait, did I just censor myself? Wait, no. Who the censored me? Okay, back to the point. The only time this face actually worked was when Brad, the gay one, his only character trait, got his turn and this dead guy from the room behind him literally side-swooped him and choked him until his turn was complete. This is the only time when it actually was scary, but somehow it turned for the better because Brad came out to his homophobic dad, a scene we don't even get to witness. So as the film progresses, kids start dropping like flies and everybody is flipping shit. Ronnie dies from a pool table to the neck, Tyson gets his lucky pen to the brain, and his alcoholic lover Penelope, who actually didn't die from her dare, even though she probably had the most challenging one, but from being shot by the girl from the intro who ended up shooting herself by not completing her own dare. By the way, this girl, Giselle, is wanted for murder, and yet the squad contacts her by messaging her on her actual Facebook account with a fake Facebook account, but somehow managed to meet up with her without actually responding to them. We get proof of this later because the detective confronts Olivia about the messages, and we see no response from her in the printout when he shows her during the interrogation. On a side note, it literally took me and my friend 20 minutes to figure out what was going on with the whole Facebook fiasco, and how we could tell you guys in a way that is somewhat manageable to understand. Now it's time to talk about the most frustrating thing in this entire movie. The forced love triangle. So, like I stated, Marky's a hoe, and Olivia was forced to say it out loud for one of her turns in front of several of Marky's peers, one of which was Loverboy Lucas. No trouble there, right guys? It's totally normal and okay to cheat on your spouse. Well, apparently this movie thinks so because it's completely shoved aside from the plot, and we're supposed to feel bad for Marky because next thing we know, we learn that her father committed suicide, earning her some unnecessary pity points. Now that's not to say suicide is not a very serious thing, it's just an unnecessary subplot for this particular scene. Next, it's Lucas's turn, and he gets the honor of admitting to Olivia how he feels, and in the moment it seemed cute and genuinely sweet. However, further down the rabbit trail, we have yet another issue where Olivia is dared to sleep with Lucas, which they do, and it was not fun to watch. At all. Understandably, Marky leaves, and when her turn comes up, it's revealed that she still has the gun that her father killed himself with, and has suicidal thoughts of her own. Lucas's turn again, in the middle of their session, he has to admit to Olivia that he still is in love with Marky. Totally not confusing at all, whatsoever. Once again, further down the trail, we get the actual ending of this, and he sacrifices himself for both of them so that he's not forced to choose to kill one of them. Again, totally not sending the audience any sort of mixed signals, and Marky ends up kissing him at the end and he acts like the whole cheating thing didn't happen. On that note, the way and the reason he died was total bullshit. He chose Dare to save the girls from having to choose Dare, which didn't even work because they chose Dare anyway, while also fucking up the ritual that could have saved them all. If he had just chosen Truth, he could have saved so much time for Carter to finish that last step of the ritual and ended the game by trapping the demon in a jar with his cut off tongue. Instead, he wanted to seem like the brave hero and sacrificed himself. Well, buddy, I have one thing to say. Think with your head on your neck and not the one between your legs. Finally, it's down to Olivia and Marky, who have a plan to stop the game since the process of Lucas's sacrificing himself, the demon possesses him and killed Carter. When Marky chooses Dare, she is possessed by the demon, who gets tricked by Olivia to start playing the game. It is here we see that without Carter, there's absolutely no way to end the game. So to save her best friend, Olivia makes a YouTube video explaining what happened and apologizing to the world for inviting them into the game, saving herself in the process. Now, granted, this is not a dumb idea, but it's an easy and somewhat lazy cop-out ending for the movie, and it wasn't really subtle because since the beginning, it was brought up that since Olivia is a YouTuber, she should make a video to tell everyone what's going on. Again, very lazy foreshadowing. So, all in all, this movie sucked. No surprise at all, honestly. It wasn't as bad as I predicted. There were some moments that I didn't enjoy, and the scary face turned this movie from horror into a comedy, but it was not worth any sort of money in any way, shape, or form. The characters sucked, the premise was laughable, and the characters' relationships were confusing and hard to follow. Unless you feel like having a good laugh, don't see this. I dare you. Brad, this isn't funny anymore, Brad, seriously, this isn't funny anymore, Brad, please, Brad. What's next on the horror movies based on kids' games? Patty Cake, Ring Around the Rosie, Foursquare, Hopscotch. Okay, but if there was a horror movie about playing Ring Around the Rosie and you ended up getting the Black Plague, I'd watch that.